Alright, welcome back to Danganronpa P3 Killing Harmony. We're at part 62 now. So let's just dive right back in and see what happens. I think I have my microphone off for quite a bit of this because I'm currently sucking on a cough drop, like a loser. No, I don't want to save my progress. I always save my progress. Get out of there. Get out of there. Alright, we're out of there.
What? Again? Reject your logic without explaining why. That's the Monokuma debate style.
Excuse me, microphone off now.
From here, Mono Cubs! And you better use your brains or I'll kill ya!
What are we arguing about again?
The hidden camera! Isn't it weird that the mastermind's not in any photos?
Unless they use the interval between shots.
The camera has a 30-second interval between shots. That's enough time to take the monopod from the body.
Then where was the mastermind hiding?
In the hidden room, of course!
If they were still inside the hidden room, how would they know what was happening in the library?
If you don't know when the camera went off, how would you know the interval timing?
Bravo, Monodon! Wonderful objection!
Now we've escaped certain death.
What are we arguing about again?
The hidden camera! Isn't it weird that the mastermind's not in any photos?
Unless they use the interval between shots.
The camera has a 30-second interval between shots. That's enough time to take the monopod from the body.
And where was the master?
In the hidden room, of course! What are we arguing about again?
The hidden camera! Isn't it weird that the mastermind's not in any photos?
Unless they use
The interval between shots. The camera has a 30-second interval between shots. That's enough time to take the monopod from the body.
Then
And where was the mastermind hiding? In the hidden room, of course! If they were still inside the
hidden room, how would they know what was
That's wrong!
The mastermind saw what was happening in the library. They had surveillance cameras.
surveillance cameras?
What? Where would something like that be?
You don't know? Even though they're monocubs just like you?
Monocubs?
I mean these.
Oh, so cute and tiny!
Aren't they? They're your siblings, too!
That's a big reveal to drop so casually.
These little guys are called Nanokumas. Their job is to monitor the campus.
How do you know that?
Oh, Father told me. He said to make sure I told everyone. I had completely forgotten about it. Good thing I just remembered.
Dumbass! You remembered too late!
There are countless nanokumas buzzing all over the campus. All the footage they record is wirelessly transmitted through Mother Kuma, and then sent to Monokuma.
Yes, via Mother Kuma. That's an important point. If Mother Kuma receives the camera feeds, the mastermind could ask it anything. They would know about the situation in the library and the hidden room.
I see! Mother Kuma can tell them the interval timers for the cameras! Then the mastermind was in the hidden room after they stole the monopad from Rentaro. But why would they steal the monopad?
The mastermind was probably terrified by the idea of us picking up Rantaro's perk.
No, that's wrong! I wasn't necessarily afraid. The survivor perk was for Rantaro's eyes only. Sure, he could have shared the info with you, but that's not the same as getting the info directly from the monopad. Cause then, you can't say it was a survivor perk for Rantaro's eyes only, right? So when he died, I took it back. That's all.
I don't know about that.
How do you figure?
You look calm now, but at the time, you must have been pretty desperate. The monopad clearly stated that there was a mastermind in the academy. If we knew then that a mastermind was behind everything, we would have worked together. But you couldn't let that happen. You needed us to go after each other.
Either way, you admit the mastermind stole the monopad, right?
Well, yes, but only reluctantly.
Then the mastermind messed up. If they wanted to retrieve the monopad, they should have used Monokuma to do it.
Nope, that's impossible. The rules state I can't participate in a murder, which includes tampering with the crime scene.
If you're so strict about following the rules, does that mean that someone is watching? If that's the case...
Still, what a waste of a survivor perk! If only he lived a little longer, then this info would have made things interesting.
Stop changing the subject!
But the point of this class trial is to discuss Rantaro's case, right? The mastermind stealing his survivor perk shouldn't affect it whatsoever. In the end, Kaede killed him. There's no shaking off that truth.
Yeah!
One truth prevails!
No, that's not the truth. I'm certain of that. It's a lie that you made up.
Me? Lie?
That's right. Kaede wasn't the one who killed Rantaro. The true culprit is... That's it! The mastermind controlling Monokuma. They're the one who killed Rantaro.
The mastermind is the culprit?
Jeez, and you call yourself the ultimate detective? Trying to overturn the results of the first-class trial. The Mono Cubs won't be silent about this!
What? Us again? But we said we don't know!
If Rantaro's killer is the mastermind, that means Kaede was the mastermind!
Can you prove the mastermind is the culprit?
Yeah! Got any evidence?
You want evidence Kaede is the culprit? The shot put ball at the murder scene! She used the camera flash to lure Rantaro in, and then cracked his skull with a shot put ball!
Yep, Kaede set up the whole thing. Even the lethal shot put ball. Kaede had it all along.
That's wrong! The most important fact we discovered during the investigation is this. The shot put ball that Rantaro was killed with was different than the one Kaede had.
What'd you say? I have no idea what's going on!
A different shot put ball? What do you mean?
I found a shot put ball in the trash can in the hidden room. But it was not the murder weapon. That shot put ball didn't have any blood on it. Rather, there was a pink fiber stuck to that shot.
Pink fiber? So what?
Do you remember how Kaede was carrying the shot put ball?
I see. She had it in her backpack.
It was wrapped in her spare vest. her pink vest.
I see. The shot put ball you found in the hidden room had a pink fiber on it.
Yes, it's a fiber from her vest. That can only mean that the ball I found was the one that was in Kaede's backpack.
What'd you say? Really? I got no idea what you're talking about.
That shot put ball did not have blood on it, so it could not have been the murder weapon. In short, the shot that Kaede used didn't hit Rantaro.
Then maybe they just washed off the blood.
If so, the fiber on the shot put ball would have been washed off as well. It's clear to me that the real murder weapon is different than the shot Kaede had. Yes, Kaede set up the bookcase and rolled the shot into the vent. But that shot didn't hit Rantaro. Her plan failed.
Failed? I don't even know what that means.
If you found that shot put ball in the hidden room, then that means...
That's it! The mastermind took it from the library. Only they could get in that room after all.
The mastermind took it?
So they recovered the shot that missed Rantaro, and he was killed by a different one.
Rantaro was killed by the mastermind, who made it look like Kaede was the culprit. That required a bit of trickery on the mastermind's part. They prepared their own shot to kill Rantaro and switched it with Kaede's shot. They took Kaede's shot put ball and stowed it in the hidden room. To put it simply, Kaede didn't kill Rantaro. It was the mastermind.
What?
Did you?
Everyone, calm down. Father is going to yell.
What? Monodum, why? Whoops! I got too worked up and accidentally pressed the detonator.
The mastermind killed Rantaro? But why?
I believe the reason had something to do with a time limit motive. Kaede was keeping us all together, and we refused to kill each other. To break up the stalemate, the mastermind introduced that motive. However, this was a gamble. They didn't want to cause total chaos after all.
Because that would just end everything. They wanted an exciting killing game.
That motive put pressure on the mastermind, as well as us.
Yes, Kaede had a plan to kill the mastermind, but Rantaro was caught in the trap. However, her plan ultimately failed. The shot put ball that she rolled didn't hit Rantaro.
Because it missed, we would have been annihilated due to the time limit. But the mastermind wanted to avoid that situation, so they took action.
Thanks to the Nanokumas, the mastermind would have known Kaede's intended murder weapon. So when her plan failed, they would already have another shot put ball prepared.
Then, the mastermind manipulated the scene to make it look like Kaede succeeded. All they had to do was hide Kaede's shot in the hidden room that only they could enter.
So, Kaede was executed on false charges?
Yes, she was. She didn't actually kill anyone. But she was executed nonetheless. Because the mastermind framed her for Rantaro's murder. And Monokuma played along. He let us believe the mastermind's lie. We were all fooled, including Kaede. We thought she was the culprit until the very end. And you want to tell us this game is fair? That there are rules? That's all bullshit! This game makes no sense at all.
If Monokuma twisted the truth for this case, then he could have twisted it for the other cases as well, making this killing game unfair.
Then, it's not even a killing game anymore. It's just killing.
I won't forgive them. I'll never forgive them for breaking the rules and killing Kaede. So cruel. I'll never forgive them. And I will avenge Kaede. I swear on her kindness and her love and her grave that I will avenge her.
Yeah! How dare the mastermind create the detonator that blew up the adorable Monodum?
You're the one that blew him up. Don't pass the buck.
Anyway, we know the mastermind is also Rantaro's killer. Let's figure out who that is.
That previous joke probably works a lot better in a language without gendered pronouns. English is weird. Anyway.
That is, if Monokuma still wants to continue this class trial.
What a fraud.
Of course we're gonna keep going. Like I said, this killing game will never end!
No, Monokuma. I will end this. I will reveal the identity of the mastermind and end the killing game.
May I interject? You keep accusing this so-called mastermind, but... Are you sure there's even a mastermind at all?
Are you sure you bastards aren't imagining it? If the mastermind is real, show him to us!
You guys are the ones hiding them!
It's possible the mastermind is still in this academy. The survivor perk said so.
If they were involved in Rantaro's murder, there's no doubt. Then they must have snuck in during the Gopher Project and stayed hidden in the account. Ah! You just odd. What was that awe about? I just realized something. Say it, or I'll cast my all the guys you date will be single fathers curse. It's Kaede's younger twin sister!
Younger twin sister?
It was on this Gopher Project participant list. She has a twin sister. It seemed sort of weird to me. Junko and Oshima had a twin too, right?
Are you saying those same circumstances apply here as well?
This killing game was influenced a lot by the past one, right? So maybe the mastermind's real identity was too.
Her voice sounds a lot like Jerry from Digimon Tamers.
Maybe. I guess that's a possibility.
Either way, there's no doubt that the mastermind is hiding somewhere in this school.
How unfortunate that you couldn't find them during your final investigation. You're not allowed to leave while the trial's in session, so you can't search for them now.
You can't leave during a trial unless you gotta pee.
Well, I gotta pee. Not right now.
I gotta pee. We're not going for that one.
Can you guys figure out the identity of the mastermind?
Besides the 16 of us at this school, there was a 17th person too. That 17th person is the mastermind. It could be Kaede's younger twin sister. Just like the previous killing game, the mastermind might have a twin for this game too.
If it really is the same as the previous killing game, then Kaede would still be alive. And she could potentially be the mastermind.
Who cares? You're still no closer to the answer.
No leaving while the trial's in session!
Can you guys figure out the identity of the mastermind?
Besides the 16 of us at this school, there was a 17th person too. That 17th person is the mastermind.
It could be Kaede's younger twin sister. Just like the previous killing game, the mastermind might have a twin for this game too.
Can you guys figure out the identity of the mastermind?
Wasn't Kaede discovered in the upstairs classroom? What's the downstairs classroom? I forget. Why would they be cautious? They're Kaede, you can appear on camera. Okay.
Besides the 16th, too. That 17th person is the mastermind.
It could be Kaede's younger twin sister. Just like the previous killing game, the mastermind might have a twin for this game too.
If it really is the same as the previous killing game, then
Kaede would still be alive.
and
She could potentially be the mastermind.
Sir?
No leaving while...
Can you guys figure out the identity?
The 16 of us at this school, there was a 17th person too. That 17th person is the mastermind.
That's wrong! No, the mastermind can't be a 17th person. That contradicts what Mother Kuma said. It implies that the mastermind wasn't in the hidden room the whole time. They must have been coming and going between the room and the academy, right? Would someone who has to stay completely hidden really risk that?
Right. If they were trying to hide, they would have just stayed put.
I see. That's some impressive logic.
When does it pee? There's no toilet in the hidden room.
Don't agree with him.
And during the investigation, I found a classroom that makes flashback lights.
A classroom that makes flashback lights?
I'll explain the details later. But there was something interesting. When the door is opened, the classroom reverts to its original state. Clearly, the room is hiding something.
Isn't it obvious? The mastermind didn't want anyone to see them making flashback lights.
But why create such a classroom at all? If the mastermind were a 17th person, they could have their own completely separate room to make flashback lights.
Indeed, that would be much safer.
Knowing this, we can make a few assumptions about the mastermind's identity. However, the implications aren't good.
What an ominous way to say it. But there's nothing to worry about. We got this far because we're friends. We're in this together no matter what. There's nothing to fear.
Yeah, she's right.
That's it! The mastermind is most likely one of the participants of this killing game.
One of the participants?
One of the 16 people who were forced to play this game. One of us.
What did you say?
The classroom that makes flashback lights and the hidden room being visited often. It all suggests that the mastermind is someone we'd see every day at the academy.
Someone we'd see every day. Like one of the 16 students?
That's crazy! There's no way one of us is the mastermind! Because we're all friends! We swore to fight together!
Then it just means that all your friendship talk was a lie, right?
Probably.
Shut up! That's not possible!
You're upset and irrational. At times like this, a voice of reason is necessary. Absolutely necessary!
Got it! We're up!
Alright! We're gonna put on a reasonable yet outstanding show and earn our right to live!
Our right to live? Is someone about to die? Is that what's going on?
Whatever! I don't believe you! There's no way the mastermind's here!
Wait. Even if it's one of the 16 students, it doesn't mean it's one of us, does it?
Huh? What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean, Maki?
It's possible that the mastermind merely faked their death and has been alive this whole time. Now that we know Monokuma will break rules as he sees fit, that possibility should be...
What's that supposed to mean? Hurry up and answer! If you hurry up, I'm gonna blow up the rest of the Monocubs!
Hurry up and answer!
Damn it!
I'll have to go through alibis again.
That's it! We need to go over everyone's alibi for Rantaro's murder again.
Our alibis? From way back then?
Didn't we discuss that during the first trial? What good would it do to discuss it again?
Now that we know Rantaro was killed by the mastermind, it might lead somewhere. We might find a hole in someone's alibi that we didn't see at the time.
So we just have to give our alibis again.
Fine. Then let's do it. So we can be sure that the mastermind's not one of us.
I wonder where this discussion will lead.
Totally one of you guys.
Will it lead to a mastermind in this very room? Or not? Either way, we're gonna make sure this trial stays exciting!
I just want to finish this game already.
I was in the game room in the basement. With Kaito and Gonta and Maki. Also, Tenko and Angie were there too.
Even if I was in the same basement, it's impossible for me to have killed Rantaro.
Hey! I didn't kill Rantaro either!
I was in my room by myself. And so were Ryoma and Kokichi too. I know that is a poor alibi, but I did not kill Rantaro.
I was in the dining hall. Kyo, Miu, and Kirumi were with me. Though I did leave briefly to use the bathroom. I couldn't have killed Rantaro.
That's wrong! Wait a minute, Tsumugi.
Huh?
You said you went to the bathroom. The girls' bathroom near the dining hall, right?
What did you say? That bathroom?
Huh? What? What about it?
Shuichi, didn't you investigate the girls' bathroom? Did you find anything?
The utility closet in that bathroom has a hidden passageway. One that's connected to the hidden room in the back of the library. Which means it's possible to get into the hidden room from that bathroom.
What?
Around the time Rantaro was killed, Tsumugi went to that exact bathroom. I'm positive that when Rantaro was killed, the culprit was in the hidden room. It's too convenient to be coincidence.
Hold on. This is all so sudden, I don't think I understand.
But maybe they got there from the hidden door in the library instead.
No, I don't think so. Remember that I had placed dust in the card reader in the library. I was trying to determine if the hidden door was opened with a card reader. But the dust didn't fall. That means nobody used that card reader.
So, to enter the hidden room, they would need to use a different route, the girls' bathroom.
It also means that the hidden door doesn't close behind them, because otherwise they'd have to use the card reader to get back in after they stole the survivor's monopod.
Yes, I believe that's the case. The culprit entered the hidden room from the girls' bathroom on the first floor, and with the help of Mother Kuma, watched the situation in the library unfold. As soon as they saw the Coyote's plan fail, they waited for the camera interval and leaped out of the hidden room, shot-put ball in hand. The hidden door could open from the inside, so there was no need to use the card reader. In any case, the culprit attacked Rantaro with a shot-put ball, left it in the library, picked up the shot that Coyote had used, and returned to the hidden room.
And they also took the survivor perk monopad that Rantaro had, right?
Yes, then they left the monopad and the shot in the hidden room, headed into the passageway, and returned to the girls' bathroom.
Are you saying the one who did it was Tsumugi?
No, it has to be some kind of mistake. Up till now, everything pointed to the mastermind not being one of us.
Is Tsumugi even capable of doing all this? He's just a cosplayer, you know.
Yeah, all this would be impossible for just some cosplayer.
But you said that you went to that bathroom during Rantaro's murder. How can you possibly refute that fact?
Refute? It's all just a coincidence. Oh, Kibo and Ryoma didn't have alibis. What if they went to the girls' bathroom?
Did you see one of them in the girls' bathroom?
What?
If one of them had gone into that bathroom, you would have seen each other, right? But you never mentioned that.
But that's...
Tsumugi, what's the meaning of this?
Can this really be true?
She's sketchy.
Tsumugi, is this true?
No, it's not. I really only went to use the bathroom. I didn't know about the hidden passage.
Look lively, Mono Cubs! You're up! Move your asses!
That's very wrong.
Father's never yelled at me like that before.
If we don't do well here, we're all gonna get blown up together.
I still want to live longer. I want to see the next chapter.
There's no next chapter. These games all have 6
So
chapters.
please, let us win.
What?
Please, please let us win! We don't want to die!
We're like snowflakes. We're one of a kind.
I don't know what Four Eyes is talking about. Bad guys never wear glasses.
Anyway, just cut it out! We don't want to die! We don't want to die!
We're like snowflakes. We're one of a kind.
I don't know what Four Eyes is talking about. Bad guys never wear glasses!
Anyway, just cut it out! We don't want to die!
Monokuma and the Mastermind are the bad guys here. You don't want to die? Do you know how many of my friends were sacrificed?
Please, help us!
Is Four Eyes over there really the Mastermind? We don't know anything!
I don't wanna explode!
Even if she is the culprit,
Hey, let's just stop this!
there's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
Oh no!
Please, help us!
Is Four Eyes over there?
You do go to the library quite often,
Really
right?
the Mastermind? We don't know anything!
I don't wanna explode!
Even if she is the culprit,
Hey, let's just stop this!
there's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
Please, help us!
Is Four Eyes over there really the Mastermind? We don't know anything!
I don't wanna explode!
Even if she is the culprit,
Hey, let's just stop this!
there's no evidence that she's the mastermind.
I'll cut through your words! Before being destroyed, Mother Kuma told us something. That individual is, of course, the Mastermind.
When the Mastermind commands Mother Kuma to give birth, it makes a spare.
We all tried it out.
But Kiba wasn't there, was he?
Right, because I was fighting the Exosols.
Did you hear that? Kiba didn't try giving Mother Kuma a command. So the real mastermind is...
Tsumugi was the only one who didn't say give birth.
Huh?
Everyone else said give birth. Tsumugi specifically used a different phrase. You didn't say give birth. You said make. You knew how to get Mother Kuma to create a spare, didn't you? That's why you specifically said make. If you had said give birth, Mother Kuma would have made a spare. Am I right, Tsumugi?
Hey, come on. What's wrong? Don't be like that, Shuichi. Do you really think I'm the mastermind? There's just no way. Hey, everyone, say something. I'm not the mastermind. That's crazy, right?
No, it's
Then
not.
refute it. We're waiting.
Huh?
I don't want to believe it either. That one of our friends, the survivors, could do this. That's why I'm begging, Tsumugi. I'm begging you to refute me. I might be wrong. I was wrong before. About Kaede. That's why I need everyone's help. I don't care if my detective work is wrong. I want to hear your argument. Reaching the truth together is what cooperation means to me.
Tsumugi, please.
Tsumugi, please.
What's the matter? You can't argue back after hearing that.
Whoa, hold on. I don't know what's going on right now, but just hold on a sec.
Oh, Monosuke's infamous impatience rears its ugly head.
And what an ugly head it is.
I don't think friends should blame each other like this, you know? Come on, smile, everyone. I know, we could watch a comedy special so we could all smile.
Loser.
Jeez, you're noisy.
Ah! Monosuke!
Monophony is next.
Why? You loved Monosuke so much.
Oh yeah, you're right. But we're at the good part now. So be quiet and watch like good little cubs.
Father?
Father, what's up?
See? It's getting exciting. Shuichi is trying to reveal the mastermind, trying to overcome despair. It's so heart-pounding!
It has to be you! Mastermind of this killing game.
Okay, why is Monokuma so calm? Who knows? Sorry, I might have missed something. Let's try to figure this out. Alright.
And the culprit who killed Rantaro is you, Tsumugi. There are no other possibilities. You don't have anything to say?
Anything to say? Even if you keep saying all that stuff, I still don't get it. Hey, let's stop this already. You're mistaken. Because we're all friends, right? Weren't we going to work together to end this killing game?
This is a class trial. Although we were forced into these class trials by the Mastermind, that's how we survived.
That is indeed how we survived. Sorry, just need to... I missed something.
It was the only way. It was the only way we could survive. So please, Tsumugi, refute the evidence. Say something. Your life depends on it.
Yeah, it does.
Please.
Yeah, please say something. Defend yourself, like, a little bit. Not that hard.
Tsumugi, I don't want to suspect you. I want to believe in you. I want the Mastermind to be somewhere else, like in the previous killing games. So, if you're really not the Mastermind, then don't give up. I'll cheer you on.
Even if you say that...
Tsumugi is taking her sweet time, but waiting around is so boring. Hey, Shuichi! Why don't we look over the case again?
How about no?
Come on, that's like your thing. Present the truth and end this. Because there are people who don't know what the heck is going on until we get to this part. Now then, let's start.
moved out from the hidden room. Shuichi ran out. Rantaro got lured to the camera. One more thing missing.
This is the truth of the case! With this new evidence, let's look back at Rantaro's murder. The night of the incident, Kaede and I were in the first floor classroom. We were waiting for the mastermind to trigger the trap we set in the library. Around that time, there were 4 people in the dining hall, including the mastermind. The mastermind was probably irritated that no murders had yet occurred.
I love Muse
After
just
the
like...
motive was given, they knew that Kaede was planning something.
Gotta love Muse just like welding in the corner.
But the mastermind wanted some insurance. They would take action if necessary. The mastermind excused themselves from the dining hall and went to the bathroom. And from there, to the hidden room in the library that only the mastermind could enter. And there they waited. With less than an hour before the time limit expired, Rantaro moved the library's bookcase, which set off the receiver I was holding.
Beep beep boop.
It all happened the way we determined in the first trial, except at the end. I ran out of the room, and Kaede rolled the shot put ball into the air vent. At the same time, Rantaro was lured by the flash of the hidden camera Kaede set. He unwittingly stepped right into the path of the shot. The shot rolled down the path Kaede made, and then fell right onto Rantaro's head, killing him instantly. Or so we thought. It turns out that was just what the mastermind wanted us to believe. In reality, Kaede's murder plan happened quite differently. The shot put ball that Kaede rolled didn't actually hit Rantaro. He must have been surprised seeing the shot put ball drop out of nowhere like that, but his fate was sealed. The mastermind saw that Kaede's plan failed and stepped in to finish the job. The mastermind jumped out of the hidden room and attacked Rantaro from behind.
I didn't know
And in their
Rantaro had
hand,
an eyebrow
a
ring.
real murder weapon, their own shot put ball.
Rantaro's got an eyebrow ring. Eyebrow? Can't speak English.
Rantaro wasn't killed by Kaede's shot, but by the masterminds. The mastermind picked up Kaede's shot and left their shot put ball at the scene. They also looted the Survivor Perk monopad from Rantaro's body.
That's healthy.
Those things in hand, they retreated back into the hidden room. I remember seeing the bookcase closing just as Coyote and I got there. The mastermind had probably just finished their crime. And so, the real truth was perfectly hidden from us. We went to the class trial and reached the truth that Coyote was the culprit. But that truth had been twisted by the mastermind. After the murder, the mastermind left the stolen monopad on the table in the hidden room. And threw Coyote's shot put ball into the trash can. A little careless of them to not get rid of all the evidence. They
Right.
probably believed no one would ever get into that room, but we did.
Oh, it was set up that we would. That's why they gave Kipo the weapons.
Their
Seemingly
crime
meant to
complete,
get
the
found out.
mastermind went back through the hidden passageway. The passageway led from the hidden room all the way to the girls' bathroom on the first floor. While the mastermind was pretending to use the girls' bathroom, they were actually using the hidden passageway. That's how they moved around without being noticed. Anyone could have used the hidden passageway, not just the people in the dining hall, but looking at the survivors. Only you could possibly be the mastermind. If I'm wrong, please, refute me. Please tell us you aren't the mastermind. Tsumugi Shirogane, the ultimate cosplayer. That's the truth of this case, of the killing game itself. Well, Tsumugi,
Well, what?
Yes! What a scorching hot twist! My hand holding the detonator is tensing up!
As it should.
Don't get tense! Calm down!
Daddy! Please stop this!
Wow, she was barfing for a long time.
Go back to how you used to be! When you loved us so much!
How I used to be was more suited to a different story than this one.
Huh?
Basically, your story doesn't matter. I can watch this exciting development!
Well, Tsumugi, are there any flaws in Shuichi's logic?
Probably.
If so, then please tell us.
Flaws? There's a bunch of flaws all over it.
Then explain.
You can do it! You can do it, Tsumugi! Even if you cheer me on. It's not like that. I didn't do it. It's plain to see.
Fight back, Samugi! Come on! You can do it! You can do it!
Daddy, you're tensing up again.
I still want to live, so please don't push the button!
Tsumugi, please just say something. If you don't defend yourself...
It's Junko Enoshima!
What?
'Cause it's always been her.
She's dead.
In the Hope's Peak killing game and in the Jabberwock Island killing game, Junko Enoshima didn't participate. She controlled the game from outside.
But she did.
Even if it's boring or repetitive, she's always the mastermind, isn't she? Then it's like that this time, too. It's gotta be Junko again.
Junko Enoshima is dead. She's not part of this killing game.
You're wrong. She hasn't been eliminated. It's all Junko's doing. This killing game is her doing, too. Yeah, that's gotta be it. 'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Cosplaying is you.
Junko Enoshima is...
'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is...
Daddy, please don't get so excited! You pressed the button by accident!
Look at our cute faces! Can you really bear to be without us?
I can.
Junko Enoshima is...
You!
Junko Enoshima is what? Okay, time for a commercial break.
No, it isn't!
See? We're a good comedy group too! So please don't...
Thank God, now they're dead.
'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Me!
Junko Enoshima is...
Right the fuck here! Sorry to keep you waiting. Even if nobody was waiting. Even if it makes you go, what? Again? The Diva of Despair takes the stage once more. Junko Enoshima, the 53rd.
There you have it! Once again, the mastermind is Junko Enoshima!
Junko Enoshima, the 53rd?
Tsumugi, what's the matter? Aren't you Tsumugi Shirogane?
Nope.
Our friend who survived with us?
Sorry about that. You can go ahead and forget about Tsumugi Shirogane.
'Cause I'm just a character. You know, a lie.
Sorry to all her fans out there. If any of you even exist, that is.
A lie?
Tsumugi Shirogane was nothing more than a cover for me, the mastermind. Ooh, calling her your friend? Ugh, it's laughable, really. Really, I'm gonna laugh.
Are you serious? You're the mastermind behind this?
You did.
But why? That face and that voice. It's just like...
Junko Enoshima!
I know, right? Oh, does it make you fall into despair? Well, does it?
No, that's not possible. Junko Enoshima is dead.
But why did you call yourself the 53rd?
As history repeats itself, so does Junko Enoshima. As you can see, I am a perfect reproduction of Junko Enoshima.
So, you're just a freak pretending to be Junko Enoshima, huh?
No, a perfect reproduction.
Cloning.
Perfect reproductions are exactly the same as the original.
Her logic is impossible to follow, much like the real Junko Enoshima's.
Whatever it is, you're the actual mastermind of this killing game, right? So if we kill you, then that'll be the end, correct?
Say mean things like that. Besides, killing me never ends the game.
It never ends the game? What do you mean?
She's bluffing. Let's just kill her and get it over with.
Wait, if
I'm with
force is
Maki.
necessary, it should wait until after we see what she...
No need, Kibo, because this class trial is over.
What? It's already over? Oh, but I just showed up.
You killed Kaede, and Monokuma covered it up with a false narrative. The class trials are rigged, and this whole game is illegitimate.
Oh, that. Right. Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Sorry about that. So...
So, is that all you have to say?
The viewers won't accept that kind of apology. You gotta stop the killing game!
Huh? The viewers?
It seems like you're on the wrong track, so let me explain.
Okay, so first, I'll start with the event that inspired me to plan this killing game. That was about the time the meteorite impact started intensifying.
Did she just start some big story on her own?
I knew of Hope's Peak Academy's Gopher Project, and my inner Junko told me.
Crushing the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope, would be the perfect despair.
That's when I took over the killing game I devised. I forced those selected as humanity's last hope to play my killing game.
And then I took the name Tsumugi Shirogane and sneaked in among them.
Did
Stuck.
Kokichi know about this? Wasn't he a remnant of despair? He was your comrade, right?
Comrade? Junko Enoshima doesn't have comrades.
It's like, you don't need a remote after you've thrown out the TV, right?
The remnants of despair are just a bunch of despair fanboys and fangirls.
But I am despair itself.
I am a god of despair. Kokichi was just one of my believers.
A god wouldn't be comrades with one of their believers, right?
Then Kokichi didn't know your true identity either.
What a hopeless existence he led. To the end, he had no idea the object of his worship was right under his nose.
I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching.
Ain't
Who's
nobody
this
watching.
killing game being shown to? Where are the survivors of humanity?
Ain't nobody watching but Junko.
There's nobody watching.
Huh?
We were the last 16 people alive, you know. Who could be watching? Humanity is gone.
No, you're lying. If this isn't being shown to anyone, why care so much about rules?
Because despair.
You're the one who keeps talking about making the game interesting. For whom?
For me.
That was just a part of my perfect reproduction.
You're what?
I just perfectly reproduced my own killing game is all. Just like the old Junko. The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine.
You just wanted to recreate the past killing game. That's it?
Yep, that's it.
There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you recalled.
That is the truth of the Ultimate Academy killing game!
No, that's wrong!
Oh dear! I am so surprised!
Maybe we all remember that there's no one left out there. But how do we know our memories are real?
What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong?
There's something that's been bothering me about our memories. Here, look at this book.
The complete history of Hope's Peak Academy?
This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy. Nothing would indicate this book is a prop. I believe the information here is accurate. But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories.
What is different?
To know that for certain, I'll need everyone's help. I want you all to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy.
We just need to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak? Okay.
So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world. It would not be hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind.
And it was all caused by a single high school girl.
Yeah, it was me! Junko Enoshima enrolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista. But my real identity was the ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans...
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here.
Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory banks.
Yes. Everything we just said is just like we remember it. But it doesn't match what's written in the history of Hope's Peak Academy.
So you gotta play Spot the Difference! Point out what everyone is mistaken about in their memories of Hope's Peak Academy. All right, time to play some Danganronpa trivia!
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
A student of Hope's Peak Academy.
The ultimate despair! Junko Enoshima!
I did everything in my power
To spread despair over the entire world!
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
There's also Hajime.
That's wrong! One high school girl started the tragedy, the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. At least that's what I remember. But that's not what this book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko Enoshima. It refers to a group and the movement that came after. To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Enoshima.
This is the first time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair?
That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her.
Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembered the same thing.
Is it like Izuru Kamakura, whoever Hajime assumed as their identity?
Coincidence? Misremembered?
And that's not all. There are other discrepancies I'd like to point out.
Ugh, does it even matter? I'm bored already.
Just shut up.
Love you, Maki.
So, let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example.
They were locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair.
But boo-hoo. When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion.
and the world began to move towards restoration.
Then the fight between the Future Foundation and the remnants of despair raged on! The worst-case scenario was avoided! Yay! A happy ending.
Wasn't paying super close attention during that, so this is gonna be hard.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair and forced into the killing game.
Oh, I have some bad news about that. The events that my death set in motion are only now reaching their climax.
So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting. But for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
The biggest, most awful, most...
They sealed themselves, as I remember.
tragic event in human
the
history
series
because
earlier.
Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair and forced into the killing game.
Oh, I have some bad news about that. Oh, reaching their climax.
So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting. But for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair.
That's wrong! It wasn't the ultimate despair that trapped the 78th class in Hope's Peak Academy. It was the class themselves. They shut themselves in.
Shut themselves in?
Why would they shut themselves in?
It has to do with the Hope's Peak Academy shelter project. During the tragedy, the 78th class trapped themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy for protection.
So our memory of the 78th class being trapped by the ultimate despair?
Are you saying our memories are wrong?
It just means those documents were written all half-assed. There's no need to worry about it. Your memories are all correct.
What you've been saying isn't consistent. First you said it was just coincidence.
Oh, is that so?
Let's just move on. I want to talk about one more thing from our memories. It's about the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy that we were attending.
What about Hope's Peak Academy?
There's no doubt that the 16 of us were students at Hope's Peak Academy. We heard it had been rebuilt and was accepting applications for talented students again. And so, we gathered at the brand new Hope's Peak Academy.
You were recruited.
Since Hope's Peak Academy was large, we were all in separate classes. But there's no doubt we were students of the new school.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students resumed.
And we found out. We came to the new Hope's Peak Academy.
The new Hope's Peak Academy was a huge school. Which is why we were all in different classes.
But we're all the same!
That's right. We were all students of Hope's Peak Academy.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students resumed.
That's wrong! We remember Hope's Peak Academy taking applications from talented students. But that's not what's written here.
Just ruined my recording. Oh well.
The Academy did not take applications. All of their students were scouted.
Scouting? I've never heard that.
It's weird, that's not what Kiba said during the non-stop debate, but he said it earlier.
I wasn't scouted. I applied to Hope's Peak Academy on my own.
Me too. I chose to come to Hope's Peak. At least, that's what I remember.
Are you saying we're remembering it wrong?
But what if this book's just wrong? Researchers make mistakes too.
Maybe so, but I'm not getting all this from just the book. There is other evidence as well.
Other what?
The killing game we're in now is one that began with Hope's Peak Academy. So this is the third game after Hope's Peak and Jabberwock Island. But remember what Rantaro said?
It's
But
53rd.
Rantaro's name wasn't listed among the past participants of the game. He was not present at the two killing games that Junko orchestrated.
Then, which killing game did Rantaro participate in?
The 52nd.
I'm not entirely sure, but it's clearly inconsistent, isn't it? And the inconsistencies don't stop there. Kokichi's account is also suspect.
Kokichi's account is inconsistent too?
Oh, an inconsistency? Do tell.
We remember Kokichi as a remnant of despair, but I don't think that's true. He wasn't a remnant of despair.
He wasn't a remnant of despair?
That's impossible! He was definitely a remnant of despair.
The remnant of something.
The remnants of despair were the ones who tried to stop the Gopher Project. And Kokichi was their leader. If he was the one leading the remnants of despair,
But he wasn't.
then he must have been second only to the ultimate despair herself.
Yes, he loved me more than anyone. Like an obsessed fan hiding in the bushes. So where's your proof he wasn't a remnant of despair?
This is it! The motive video we found in Kokichi's dorm room.
So dorky.
An organization centered around petty crimes, one that forbids murder. And in addition to that, the group was only 10 people. That's far too few to be the same group that tried to sabotage the Gopher Project. Meaning that whatever group Kokichi was a part of is not the remnants of despair. His motive video clearly contradicts our memories. The memory we have of Kokichi being a remnant has to be false.
You mean he wasn't a remnant of despair? That's not possible.
Come to think of it, we never actually heard it directly from him.
But it's still not possible.
Kokichi didn't tell us because he wasn't exposed to that flashback light. And neither was Kaito. Kaito didn't appear to know anything about the remnants of despair, or Junko Enoshima.
If they'd been exposed to it, maybe we'd know the truth.
Maybe it's better that they weren't. I think the people who were affected by that flashback light were wrong.
What do you mean?
All of these weird inconsistencies are from memories we got from the flashback lights.
So the flashback lights are the cause?
You found the classroom that makes all the flashback lights, right, Shuichi?
Yes, and I noticed something strange about it. I actually did a little experimenting with a device hidden in the room. It allowed you to select the memory that a flashback light would recover. However, some of the memories were inconsistent with each other. One might say there are survivors, but another would say there are no survivors. Bizarre, right? The flashback lights allegedly help us recover our memories. We're supposed to remember the truth that we forgot, and there should only be one truth. But then, having the option to recover contradictory memories doesn't make sense.
Then what are you saying?
Huh?
The flashback light isn't for recovering lost memories? Is that what you're saying? Then what was it for?
What was it for, huh? Huh?
Messing with our brains.
Go on, tell them. What are the flashback lights for?
Implanting false memories. Implant. In an eye.
I see now. Yes, that's it. The flashback light isn't supposed to help us remember anything.
Implant memories, or implant boobs, one of the two.
It's a tool for implanting false memories.
Planting memories?
I hate when the game doesn't get there as fast as the player.
Yes, the memories you could select for the flashback lights weren't our real memories. They were memories to be implanted inside us. That's why the contents of those memories contradict each other. Once we're exposed to a flashback light, those memories become the truth to us.
So the memories we recovered with the flashback lights were...
Not real. They were all false memories. They were all lies.
Lies?
What a horrible truth! If the memories from the flashback lights are lies, then everything was a lie! All the suspense and foreshadowing was for nothing! Can you believe it? It's like everything that happened didn't matter at all.
Well, that is what it means.
Huh?
Lies are just like snowballs. The more you roll them, the bigger they get. The bigger they are, the more fun and shocking it is when they're revealed.
That's why everything up till now has been lies. That's the truth.
The memories from the flashback lights were just lies?
It's just as Shuichi said. The flashback lights are not for recovering lost memories. They're tools for implanting new ones.
I wonder when the intermission is.
The light they emit is actually information that has been converted to light waves. That light is beamed directly into the brain, causing a deja vu sort of phenomenon. The brain gets confused and thinks the info it just received happened in the past.
We were just confused?
For example, your memories of being students of Hope's Peak Academy?
Hey! You guys don't have anything to do with Hope's Peak Academy.
None of us were ever students there. It was just a fake memory.
We're not students from Hope's Peak?
Yep, that was all fake.
Looking back, it was a mistake to have you remember Hope's Peak.
I didn't originally plan on giving you those memories, but I was in a rush and overlooked all those inconsistencies, so you figured it all out.
It's hopelessly the worst!
So that's why Kokichi had to die?
Good job, Mr. Detective. You got it.
The only reason we thought Kokichi was a remnant was because of the flashback lights. But he did say that he was the leader of a cult organization. That was a lie he invented himself. He wanted to be the mastermind. He wanted us to believe it. That's why he lied. He usurped the mastermind's role, but in doing so, became a thorn in their side. So to get rid of that hindrance, the mastermind played along with the lie. The mastermind manipulated us into thinking Kokichi was a remnant of despair.
At the same time, having everyone remember Hope's Peak Academy made you guys target him because you thought he was a remnant of despair.
You were using the flashback lights to control us?
Duh.
Then the reason I tried to kill Kokichi was...
You were being controlled by false memories, like putty in the mastermind's hands. But Maki wasn't the only one being controlled. You all were! Remember when Kokichi revealed the truth of the outside world? You all got so depressed, you couldn't even focus on the killing game!
Wait, then, to make us recover from that, you...
Yep, we gave you memories of being Hope's Peak Academy students, the symbol of hope.
So you all could face despair.
You controlled us with that big memory?
Well, it wasn't just that memory. It was all of them up till now. New mysteries and truths turn to motivation. Motivation drives a story. Everything from the flashback lights was just motivation to move you forward. But I guess it was fake motivation.
idiots kept getting jerked around by meaningless lies!
This class trial was like that too, wasn't it? Why was it you were so motivated to do it? Because you got a memory from one of the flashback lights, right?
Was that also a memory you used to control us?
Hey, what was it you guys remembered from it again? At first, you ran away from the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope. But then, you bravely chose to accept your fate. You took on all the wishes of your friends and family. And now, you remember how you got here. You remembered that you had all been entrusted with the world's hope, right? Remembering the weight of that hope should have made you feel stronger. I have to escape! I'll never give up! I won't be defeated by the Mastermind!
Even though Kaito and Kokichi were gone, and Kibo started to go berserk, you guys didn't give up hope. You decided to face this killing game, right?
You were controlling our emotions? Even our resolve to defeat the Mastermind?
This is a killing game. A death game where emotions run like blood.
If the participants aren't trying their best to live, it's just not very exciting.
Oh, the memories were fake? Then what was everything till now? That memory, and that memory. And that memory, 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 and that... If they were all fake memories, then... Where are we? Why are we in this killing game? And that memory, 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 and that...
Yeah, who knows? My plans for mankind's last killing game kinda just fell apart. So figure out why on your own. This is a class trial, after all.
Why should you have for all and there exists in her eyes?
Then, who are you? I don't know who you are.
Huh? What's not to understand?
I
became me. What about that don't you get?
If this killing game is connected to Hope's Peak Academy, then I believe you. This is certainly the work of someone carrying on Junko Inoshima's will. But we have nothing to do with Hope's Peak, so you can't be Junko. So who the hell are you?
I'm me, no one else.
What is this?
Huh? You know him, don't you? He was in the Jabberwock Island killing game.
I'm Hajime Hinata.
That's not what we mean! What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm just cosplaying.
Cosplaying?
Yeah, this is just cosplay.
But it's not just normal cosplay, because I can perfectly replicate the character.
Check it out! Even my voice sounds exactly the same.
Is Junko Enoshima also?
Yes, it's my cosplay. I can perfectly reproduce a number of characters and actually become them!
This is the talent of the ultimate cosplayer.
Number of characters?
How can she cosplay as students of Hope's Peak Academy? Because Tsumugi told us.
Ah, you remembered! Yes, that's exactly right!
So then, what does this mean?
What?
If what I said was the truth, then Hope's Peak Academy was...
Okay, so that's the big twist that's controversial.
It's fictional. It's all fictional?
Yep, that's gonna be a big controversial twist that pisses people off.
Fictional?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history never happened. Hope's Peak, the Future Foundation, and the remnants of despair do not exist. Because it's all fiction. None of it actually happened in the real world.
All of those events took place within a fictional world known as Danganronpa.
Danganronpa!
Danganronpa? What? What are you even talking about?
What? You've never heard of Danganronpa? We're all characters in it.
That's right! Me, that nasty pig Bart, and everyone else are all fictional.
Hold on. Then, Hope's Peak Academy doesn't exist?
Nope, because it's fiction. Doesn't exist in the real world.
What?
Isn't that surprising? Yeah. Up till now, you thought fiction was fact.
Fiction is just fiction. Danganronpa's just fiction.
This whole Danganronpa story was just stuffed into your memories.
For that reason, you all believed that work of fiction was, in fact, reality.
A lot of these roles got recast.
That's how we put on a cosplay performance for everyone to see. A cosplay performance of the whole wide Danganronpa world.
Cosplay of the whole wide world? So, this was all fake? Everything was made up? And the whole time, we thought it was real?
Did you think the ultimate cosplayer's talent was only limited to characters?
It'd be kinda lame if that was all the big bad mastermind could do.
I can do far more than that. I can cosplay the world itself. So if you want to make me your enemy,
then your enemy is the world of Danganronpa itself.
Danganronpa itself?
But why? Why would you do this? Why make us think it's real?
Well, duh. It's so you don't play the killing game.
This is the world of Danganronpa, you know? No shit we're playing the killing game. But it's not just any killing game.
Same guy who plays Fuyuhiko, the guy who plays... What was his name, Fuyuhiko? Yeah, it's Fuyuhiko. Same guy who plays Fuyuhiko, the guy who plays Kokichi. I think it's Derek Steven Prince. I believe he also plays Impmon in Digimon Tamers.
It's a killing game that takes place in the real world, propped up by fiction.
Like, I might have gotten the actors' names wrong. It might not even be the same person. I should look it up.
In other words, it's ultimate real fiction.
Ultimate real fiction?
But if it's fiction, if everything isn't real, then the world being in ruins is also fiction, right? The world outside is fine, right?
That's right. Of course!
How did you like that scene? Our staff worked very hard on it.
Staff?
There's no need to worry about the people backstage.
Yutaka, that's his name.
Anyway, back to our conversation. You guys can just relax.
Sounds like Jen Brown.
The world hasn't been destroyed. Really? It's not destroyed? Then we can all go home and...
That ain't happening.
Why? If the world is still intact, then we have homes to return to.
I told you that ain't happening, you dumb sea urchin-headed... Wait, that's me.
Monokuma, what's going on?
Do you really want to know? Forget Forget about the world! It wants nothing to do with you! The walls of this academy are your world now! The outside world is of no concern to you!
You're in jail, 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 you're in jail.
The audience certainly agrees with me. Isn't that right, you guys?
Oh, this got weird. This game have an online component or something.
What? Who are these people?
They've all been watching this killing game transpire.
Yoko's voice. Is this really Caitlin Glass again, or no? It was Erica Harlacher who played it in the games, and Caitlin Glass in the anime. I think Erica Harlacher did the pitch a little bit higher.
Of course, those you see here are only a fraction of our total viewers.
It's just like Shuichi said. This was all arranged because people want to see it.
So this was all a show? This whole killing game?
Yeah. Everyone in this whole peaceful world watches this show.
Definitely recast, not the same voice at all.
Peaceful world?
The outside world is peace itself. There's no despair or wars, and...
All the people in this peaceful world are straight up crazy for this killing game!
Wait, why would a peaceful world need a game like this?
It's because the world is so peaceful that this killing game is necessary!
It is so very peaceful, and so... it is so very boring.
With so much peace, people have become bored. They need stimulation.
We created this ultimate real fiction so Danganronpa could fulfill that need. Every person in the outside world watching this is a huge Danganronpa fan. Everyone loves the killing games. This killing game is for everyone. So it's everyone's killing school semester.
This killing game is the latest entry in Danganronpa.
The long-awaited sequel that everyone has been waiting for!
This is the truth of this killing game! Isn't it the ultimate real fiction?
We were forced to play some fictional killing game?
Danganronpa! You noticed way too late. There's no Danganronpa without Monokuma! Since I'm here, that means this is Danganronpa!
What is this?
It's all meta.
Can't you tell? It's the title of the current Danganronpa you guys are doing.
A testament to the unquenchable thirst this blood-soaked world has for Danganronpa.
What do you mean?
Danganronpa's gone on so long because the whole world enjoys and supports it.
Huh? How long has it gone on? Did you forget what season of Danganronpa this is? You guys are dumber than ants.
Shuichi, what do you think?
What?
Season
What
53.
number killing game is this? What season do you think we're on? You should be able to tell from the logo.
V3 is in 5-3. 53.
And if that's not enough of a hint, just feast your eyes below my belt.
Buzz off, Teru. 53. Because you call yourself the 53rd Junko Onishima. Is there no intermission in this trial?
The 53rd one?
Ding ding! Correct! This is the 53rd season of Danganronpa! In other words, Danganronpa V3's official name is Danganronpa 53! Starting with the Hope's Peak Academy arc in Danganronpa 1, 2, then 3, the seasons just kept coming, and with it came more killing games! Until it transcended games and anime to become this, the ultimate real fiction!
I like these fake-ass games.
And now, we're in the 53rd season of Danganronpa!
53rd season?
What? Did the letter in there throw you off? Well, I guess that happens. But isn't it just rad how it looks like a letter, but it's really a number?
Our title is the 53rd, as this is the 53rd game we have masterminded. It was supposed to be a hint, but whatever. I'm over it.
Since this is the 53rd season, one would expect to see a multitude of characters.
But you only have memories from the first two, so you wouldn't recognize any others.
That's why I've limited myself to only cosplaying as Hope's Peak characters.
Is it sinking in yet? This killing game is just the 53rd season of Danganronpa.
The 53rd Danganronpa.
Trapped in a fictional Danganronpa-inspired world and forced to play the killing game. That is what the world desired from you.
So yes, I'm the mastermind. But the real mastermind forcing you to do this is...
Society.
the people of the outside world! The people of the outside world are the ones who are forcing you to do this!
The whole world is the real mastermind?
The reason I made this world? The reason you guys did the killing game? It's all because the outside world wants it, you know?
Ooh, meta.
It's not just me. It's everyone involved in this project.
Project?
What? You don't know what that is? Is your brain leaking oil or something?
The ones managing this killing game aren't psychos like the remnants of despair. They're literal managers! Literally! So I want to hear your best guess. What company is running this show?
I don't know, Disney.
I see it!
Team Danganronpa?
Yeah, the company that makes Danganronpa is called Team Danganronpa.
You guys are behind in your studies! The audience knew the answer right away!
It's in the title credits at the start, too.
Oh, we hadn't seen Peko yet. Took her a while for her to appear. That's actually kind of funny. I do like all the fake Danganronpa games that they came up with for this twist. Shin Danganronpa. That cracked me up.
I'm also a part of Team Danganronpa. We make the finest killing entertainment. Everyone enjoys our work oh so much.
Wish they'd show some stuff from like the fictional Danganronpas that they just made up.
And our newest project is Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony.
A heart-pounding killing game brought to life by Ultimate Real Fiction!
Shut up! Shut up! You created an entire fictional world to make us do this fictional killing game? No matter how many false memories we've been implanted with, we aren't fictional!
You sure about that?
What?
Either way, I don't want to do this anymore. Let me go home already!
That's impossible. Didn't I tell you that you have no homes to go back to?
What? Why not?
Because you're just like us. You only exist within the world of Danganronpa.
Just like you?
Still don't get it? You just need to ask yourselves one question. Who the hell are you guys?
We're the same. We're all just like you?
Yes, that's right. You're all fictional too.
Huh? You're just fictional characters created solely for this killing game.
Nothing we can do about it, I'm afraid. Danganronpa's that kind of property.
What are you saying?
We're not fictional! We're living, breathing people!
Your immaterial existence is a fabrication, independent of your actual flesh and blood.
That's
Yep,
nonsense.
you're all fictional. You guys out there beyond the fourth wall already knew that, right? You all didn't look like this when you first came to the Ultimate Academy. Those were your true selves. Now you're all just fictional characters. That's the truth.
You're just normal, average, everyday people with no ultimate talent whatsoever. When you guys came to this academy for the first time, you were just boring, everyday high school students.
You were average students with no talent. Just like me.
But boring, everyday characters have no right to be in Danganronpa. So you were all made more suitable for your new roles.
Everyone remembered thanks to the first flashback light. You were all given personalities, talents, and upbringings to create your characters. Much like that delightful documentary, Making a Murderer. It was at that point that the prologue of this story began.
Which means your ultimate talents are all just fiction. Our talents as well?
Yep, your talents are a bunch of lies. I mean, they suited you to a certain extent, but mostly in a placebo effect sort of way. Kinda like a form of auto-suggestion. You know, like if you do it, it'll all work out.
But it's not just your talents, it's your personalities, families,
Memories.
It's all fiction, created by the flashback light.
Can you really say you're not fictional now?
Even if your body is real, your identities, personalities, talents, and past are all fiction.
Can you really say none of this is fictional now?
Wait a minute. What are you babbling about? Our identities, personalities, talents, and pasts are all fictional? That's stupid!
You're stupid.
It's not stupid. Isn't this what you all wanted?
Well, that's a lot of cleavage. That's an unexpectedly good pairing of caption and image.
You wanted this?
Yeah, you wanted the boobies.
Yeah, you wouldn't remember, but you guys were all from the outside world.
It's not strange at all that you'd want to be part of the show you love.
No way! Are you saying we wanted to participate in this killing game? That's not possible! How could we ever—
Please, everyone, take a look at this.
Number 154. My name is...
PlayStation. My name is PlayStation Icons. Alright, we're gonna pause here because I'm not a crazy gamer. I need some bathroom breaks, so I'm gonna come back hopefully with no more bathroom breaks.